I am making my homemade pastrami sandwiches. I've got my 3-pound brisket here that has been brining for 3 days. It's ready to go. And the brine was actually really easy to make. I started with some salt, 2 kinds of sugar for sweetness and a little hint of molasses flavor, pickling spice, coriander and mustard seeds, pink curing salt to preserve and color the meat, 4 cloves of garlic, then covered everything with simmering water so that it can dissolve. Added cold water to cool it off, and then it was time for the showpiece, my gorgeous fatty brisket. I let the brine infuse into the meat for 3 days, and you really can just forget about it. I'm patting it dry because I'm gonna give it a shell of spices now. That's my favorite part, that edge of the pastrami where you can feel the spices between your teeth. I've got a mortar and pestle here that I'm gonna use to crush up some whole peppercorns. I'm gonna use a 1/4 cup. This will give it such a pretty color on the outside in addition to that tasty peppery flavor. A 1/4 cup of coriander, which is gonna give that woodsy note. This is a lot of spices, I know, but we're gonna give this guy a thick coat for the winter. I'll crush this up. That is the smell of pastrami. And then a couple of tablespoons of smoked paprika. So typically pastrami is smoked and then steamed. So I'm using this to help mimic some of that smokiness. I'll stir this right in, and now I have this gorgeous spice rub. And I'm gonna cover this in its entirety with this spice rub. It's just like covering something in glitter, but the glitter is actually spices. And the glue is actually brisket. I'm gonna flip it over and get it covered on the other side. This is going to be the most flavorful bite of meat I've had all day. Okay, this brisket has got a thick coat of spices. I'm gonna transfer it to my roasting pan. I'll rinse off my hands. I'm gonna add about a 1/4 of an inch of water to the bottom of the roasting pan, and that's gonna steam the meat to help it stay extra moist. I'm gonna grab some foil to cover it. This will help lock in that steam. I'll roast this at 300 degrees for 3 hours. I can smell it already. My pastrami is almost ready. It's been roasting for about 3 hours. Now I'm gonna do the unthinkable and make some onion rings to go on the sandwich as well. They couldn't be simpler. I just dredge and fry some thick slices of onion. I start with a little flour, then into the eggs, and coat in a combo of seasoned classic and panko breadcrumbs. Right, these are all breaded. I've got some oil heating to 350 degrees, and I'm gonna fry these just a few minutes until they're golden. It smells like a fast food restaurant in here. I love it. Oh, this is exactly the color that I'm looking for. Hello. It's golden and gorgeous. I'm gonna transfer it to a wire rack so any excess oil can drip off and it'll stay crispy. Season with a pinch of salt. And now it's time to check on the pastrami. I mean, that is a hunky piece of meat. I'm gonna transfer it to my cutting board and put these sandwiches together. I love that the accessories for a pastrami sandwich are typically kept really simple. Just good spicy deli mustard and some pickles. Okay, I'm ready to slice. I'm gonna get some slices across the grain. The knife just cuts right through it. Look at that color. I cannot not taste this immediately. Am I in New York right now? I'm having this out-of-body experience. This is insane. I don't know how this could possibly get any better, but I'm gonna make it better on a sandwich. Here I go. And I like some nice thick slices. Oh, look at that steam. I wish you could smell this right now. To assemble, I'll put out my pieces of rye bread and I'm gonna add mustard to each of the slices. I'm getting excited. Next, the pastrami. I have a really good feeling about this. This is the real deal. I'll get my onion rings on. Give them a little smash so that they can all just get together. I'll top with some pickles and some cute toothpicks. Think. I'll slice. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, this is the money shot. This is it. Oh my gosh, holy buckets. This is what I'm talking about. Ta-da! Hi. Okay, it is time to dive into this dinner. Splash.